Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pizza fans of all ages. My name is Mike, and welcome to Pizza Mon Mario. And look at all this stuff that we have here. We have my Nintendo Switch with the red and blue Joy-Cons attached to it. We got this pink and green Joy-Con here. I think these were from Splatoon 2 specifically. And then we have this Joy-Con grip with the Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario 3D All-Stars skin on it. Now, why am I showing you all this today? Well, you should already know because you saw the title of the video, but we're going to be doing a Nintendo Switch collection video. This is now the fourth one that I've done on this channel. I did one back in 2019, 2020, 2022 for the Switch's 5th anniversary, and now again in 2025. I wanted to do this back in June before the Switch 2 came out, but I didn't end up doing that. But since I still don't have a Nintendo Switch 2, I might as well do this collection now before I get one. At the time I'm recording this, I might be able to get the Switch 2 tomorrow, the same day Donkey Kong Bonanza releases, but that remains to be seen. For now, we're going to take a look at my Nintendo Switch 1 collection and see how far it's grown since 2022. So, let's not waste any more time, and y'all take a seat, get comfortable, grab your snacks and beverages, and let's get started. So we have 4 stacks of games with 16 in each one, which means we have a total of 64 Nintendo Switch 1 games in this collection, if my math is correct, that is. First up to bat, we have ARMS, a game that sadly didn't become a huge success like Nintendo hoped it would. Maybe it needed more updates and content, I don't know. But I did enjoy the game when I played it. I thought it was a decent game. Surprisingly, this got an update on the Switch 2, like a graphical update, I believe. I don't know if that's gonna lead to anything, like maybe a resurgence for ARMS, maybe a sequel, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Here's Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, a fantastic puzzle platformer, taking the, I guess you can say, bonus levels from 3D World and make it into an entire game. And it worked. And this is, of course, one of the many Wii U ports. Even got a 3DS port, which I still need to get at some point. Here we have the Crash Bandicoot games. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do my Cortex impression. It's Crash Bandicoot! I think I did that in my 2022 collection video. Anyway. It's Crash Bandicoot 4! It's about time! A game that I really need to get back into. Like, I've only played like the first few levels in this game, and I'm kicking myself like I need to play more of this game. Someday I will, but I know it is a great game. Who knows if we're gonna get another Crash Bandicoot game? Probably never, but oh well. Next up, it's Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. You got the full trilogy from the PlayStation 1 here. You have Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot Warped! Well, not my first Crash Bandicoot game. That would be Crash Nitro Kart on the PS2. This was the game that really kickstarted my love for the franchise, which I guess makes sense. This is the original trilogy on the PS1, but you get what I mean. And I'm so happy that this got a Switch port, so I was able to play it. And finally, it's Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which some would say is the best kart racer of all time, Crash Team Racing. Do I agree with that sentence as a Mario Kart fan? I don't know, I don't really want to answer that, but this is a really great game. It was nice to see this get made, so I was able to finally play Crash Team Racing, because I've only had Crash Nitro Kart, like I said before. Here's the Donkey Kong Country games, starting with Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which is now the third version of this game that I own, as I have the Wii and 3DS versions as well. And I'm willing to bet we're going to get a fourth version at some point, Donkey Kong Country Returns VR, where you get to play inside the world of Donkey Kong. Whoa! I'm calling it right now. Donkey Kong Country Returns VR is going to happen. And then when it does, I want you all to come back to this video and make a timestamp saying this aged well when it happens. Anyway, Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's a great game. I think this is the 3DS version that they ported over, which I know some people weren't fans of that version, but I didn't mind it. Here's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which is another great Donkey Kong Country game. And for a long while, the last mainline Donkey Kong game we had, but now we have Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I can't wait to play through. And I do like this alternate cover with Funky Kong on it. Very nice. Here's Just Dance 2018, which I mostly got for the Mario song that's available for Just Dance Unlimited, which never ended up getting. I don't know if it's still available, but yeah. I think I heard once that this is the least popular Just Dance game, which of course figures, that's the one I actually own. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about Just Dance 2018. I think I've only played it like 2 or 3 times. Here's my Kirby games. Starting off with Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which is a fantastic 3D Kirby game. I still have not finished it, but I will at some point. And I gotta try out the Switch 2 update with the Star-Crossed World, I think it's called. Something like that. I'll look it up later. Yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, great game. And then Kirby Star Allies, which I honestly enjoyed. I know a lot of people didn't really care for this game, but I think it was pretty fun. I mean, maybe I got more appreciation with the updates they gave to it, I don't know, but I did like the idea of like making the enemies your friends and using their abilities to like help you instead of just using the copy ability. But yeah, that's Kirby Star Allies. Here's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Probably a lot of people's first Nintendo Switch game, myself included. But sadly, I've had the game all this time, and I haven't put that much time into it. Probably because my first, like, big Zelda adventure game and first open world game, I don't really know what the heck I was doing. Just walking around being like, where do I go? What do I do? I don't know, but one of these days, I will play more of this game and finish it. Because I know it's a great game. It just might be too advanced for my feeble brain at the moment. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. Here's the Luigi's Mansion games, starting with Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which I'm surprised got a HD port on the Switch. So I know some people weren't fans of Luigi's Mansion 2 or Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm not everyone else. I'm guessing the reason why they ported this over instead of the first Luigi's Mansion was because there already was a port of Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. But then again, that didn't stop Donkey Kong Country Returns from getting the port on the Switch. So, I don't know, but whatever the case is, it was interesting that it happened, and I do enjoy Luigi's Mansion 2, so I'm not complaining. And then Luigi's Mansion 3 is honestly one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games. I really did love this game. Going through this haunted hotel, all different kind of floors, from like a medieval floor to a dance studio floor, like a pirate themed floor. It was very cool. I called this game The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Luigi's Mansion Edition. And I do love Zack and Cody, so it's a match made in heaven, I guess you can say. Here's Mario and Luigi Brothership. Nice to see this game exists, like, at all, because we didn't think we were going to get another Mario and Luigi game after Alpha Dream went bankrupt. Sure enough, We got a new Mario and Luigi game right here. Got a pretty mixed reception though when it came out. I don't know if the Switch 2 fixed any of the like glitches or frame rate, whatever the heck people had a problem with this game. But still nice that this game existed. Haven't played much of it, but I have enjoyed what I played of it so far. But like many of the games in this collection, I need to get back into it. Here's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. Did a Let's Play of the story mode in this game. If you want to check that out, if you haven't already, feel free to do so. Unfortunately, this will be the last Mario and Sonic Olympic Games game because they were discontinued due to NFTs. But at least the series ended off on a high note, in my opinion anyway, because I actually enjoyed that game, even though a lot of people didn't. Last game of the first stack, and the first game of the second stack, we have the Mario plus Rabbids games. Starting with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. One of 4 games I'm currently doing a Let's Play on. I think this game proved that anything is possible to work. Because nobody wanted a Mario plus Rabbids crossover, but we got it, and it ended up working. As one of the few people on the planet to like both Mario and Rabbids, I'm glad this game existed, as it was a great one. And then Sparks of Hope, which I've heard is even better. I don't know, because, once again, I haven't played much of this game, and I'm really mad about that. I really need to get back into this game. One of these days it will happen. When? I don't know. But I know it is definitely a great game. And they brought Rayman back as one of the added content. We got a whole Rayman story, so that's cool. Oh, and here's the pixel pack for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and then this thing. I had to take those out, so I didn't show the codes. We'll put the first stack over there. It's blocking some of the amiibos back there, but I don't care. Let's continue the second stack of games with Mario Golf Super Rush. Part of the infamous Mario Sports trilogy on the Switch. Those games get a bad rep for the content they had at launch and the free updates and whatnot. I think there were some interesting things about Mario Golf Super Rush though. Being able to go after the ball after you hit it. Had the speed golf, the battle golf, the target golf, had the adventure mode. But I still had to finish. It brought Ninja back from Mario Bros. 2. Gave him his first playable appearance in a Mario game. Stuff like that. I think all it needed was a tournament mode and a ring shot mode. Other than that, it may not be Toadstool Tour or even the N64 game. I think it was a solid golf game, in my opinion. Keyword there is opinion. I know the internet doesn't know what an opinion is, but whatever. Here's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Also doing a Let's Play on this game. You take the Wii U game, put it on the Switch, give us more content, and then make the Booster Course Pass, giving us even more content. Content upon content upon content. That's why I can describe Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that fantastic Mario Kart game. And this game's getting even more attention nowadays because of the overwhelming hatred that Mario Kart World is sadly receiving. Yes, it's sadly receiving. Here's Mario Party Superstars, which I guess you can say is kind of the sequel to Mario Party The Top 100. This time, instead of just bringing over the mini games from previous Mario Party games, we got some of the boards from previous Mario Party games, or at least the first 3 Mario Parties. Would have been nice if there was DLC to give us boards from the GameCube games, but it never happened. Aside from that, though, it's a solid entry in the Mario Party series. I don't know where this one ranks for me, but I played it and I enjoyed it. That's all you need to know. Here's Mario Strikers Battle League, another member of the infamous Mario Sports trilogy on the Switch. I'm probably the only person on the planet that actually liked this game. I had fun with it. It's probably the most infamous of the 3. As people say, it has the least amount of content out of the 3. Although as someone that's played all 3 Mario Strikers games, I'm pretty sure these games never had that much content to begin with. But I guess with this being the 3rd entry, you probably expect a lot more. I don't know, but yeah. And then the last of the Mario Sports games on the Switch that we have here is Mario Tennis Aces, which, if you ask me, is the most underrated out of the 3 here. I think this did the free updates in a way people actually appreciate, because this gave us a whole year's worth of new content. You can play the online tournaments to unlock all the characters early, or wait till the end of the month, like I did for most of the characters, and then play them there. And the roster was pretty stacked too, like with some newcomers like Blooper, Kamek, Boom Boom, a Chain Chomp even, returning characters like Petey Piranha. Like, I think they really cooked with the roster in this game. I think it's a pretty fun Mario Tennis game overall. Is it power tennis? Maybe not, but it's still a really great game. And honestly, the most underrated out of the Mario Sports games on the Switch, in my opinion. Here's Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Very surprise remake as well of the Game Boy Advance classic. But a welcome one, in my opinion at least. I think it was a pretty faithful remake and a fun game overall. Not much more I can say there. Let's take a break from Mario for a minute and talk about some other franchises like Mega Man. Here's Mega Man 11, a game that came out for the 30th anniversary of Mega Man, and sadly we haven't gotten a new Mega Man game since. But this is a good return to form for this series. I quite enjoy this one. Currently doing a Let's Play on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Maybe someday I'll do a Let's Play on this game. We'll see. Here's Minecraft. The Switch version, of course, has the Super Mario Mashup Pack, which is why I got it. And, you know, I don't think I need to say much about this game. It's Minecraft. Everyone knows about Minecraft, so let's move on to the next game, which is New Super Lucky's Tale. Another game I had to get back to at some point, but a pretty fun 3D platformer. And what I was going to say about the game, aside from this really cool artwork on the inside, because I need to get back into this game. I wonder what happened if Lucky met Tails from Sonic. I wonder if they would get along. Probably. Here's New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Another Wii U port. Has both New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U. I know the 2D Mario games, at least the New Super Mario Bros. Games, get a bad rep, but, you know, I don't have a problem with them. You know, I enjoyed this game, and New Super Luigi U. Here's new Pokemon Snap, the 20-plus-year-old sequel to the N64 game. As someone who likes photography, this seemed like a game that would be up my alley. But again, I need to play this more. Take a shot how many times I say I need to play this more. Actually, no, don't do that. Unless you're drinking water. Yeah, from when I played this game, I have enjoyed it. So, yeah. And now we have, to finish up the second stack of games, all these Game Mill Nickelodeon games. Starting off with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 and 2. 2 games that have become famous on this channel, as I've done many videos on both games. You know, I love these games. These are some of my favorite games of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I love platform fighters. I love Nickelodeon, so it was a match made in heaven. So I had a blast playing through these games and talking about them on my channel. I mean, SpongeBob and Jenny together, how bad can a game really be? You know what I'm saying? Will we ever get a third one of these games? I don't know. I'd like there to be a third game, so I want to see this series continue. I want to see it grow, but I guess it's not up to me to decide. And then we got 2 of the Nickelodeon Kart Racers games. Start off with Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix. Interesting to me how Lincoln was on the front while SpongeBob was over here. I think it'd be the other way around. But whatever. pretty big step up from the first Kart Racers games, which I don't have because I don't really know if it's worth picking up from what I've seen and heard about it. Maybe someday I'll get it just for the heck of it, but for now, I'm fine with these two. And Kart Racers 3, Slime Speedway, which was pretty infamous for the online unlockables, which thankfully I was able to get them all. I think this was a pretty great game also. And again, any game with SpongeBob and Jenny in it, how bad can it be? Of course, SpongeBob's gonna have his hands full with Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, so more SpongeBob and racing games, I guess. And Patrick, and the Ninja Turtles and Avatar characters. We're halfway through the collection now. Again, blocking more amiibos back there, but once again, I don't care. Starting off the third stack, here's Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, or as I like to call it, Speed Runner, the game. As you got all these challenges, you gotta beat them in the fastest time. I did enjoy trying to test my skills as a gamer, playing through these speedrun challenges. And I feel like I've become a better gamer because of this game. Probably not, maybe that's debatable, but don't judge me. Let me feel good about myself. I need to feel good about myself. I mean, look at me. Like, have you seen me? Let me feel good. Anyway, here are the Paper Mario games. So on for Paper Mario, the Origami King, the latest new game in the Paper Mario series, and, do I dare say, another game I need to get back into. But I have enjoyed what I played of it so far. That's all I can really say. In Thousand Year Door, the fan favorite of the series, remade for the modern audience. Wonderful to get a new game in this style again. Now that this is here, it's possible. We'll see when we get there. Of course, Thousand Year Door, you know, it's a classic. What more can I say? Now we got some more Pokemon games. Here's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Someday I want to get Let's Go Eevee, so I can have both variants. I think I got up to the Misty gym battle in Beater. Haven't played it since. But I will get back to it one of these days. It'll happen. And people don't really like Pokemon Let's Go, but when's the last time people liked a modern Pokemon game? You know what I'm saying? Well, people did like Legends Arceus, I'm pretty sure. Is it Arceus or Arceus? I always forget. Whatever. Here's Pokken Tournament DX. Pokken Tournament. Remember this game? Yeah. Haven't heard about this game in ages. It was pretty fun though, from what I remember. You know, a Tekken-style game with Pokemon in it. And the DX version adds Pokemon from the arcade game, I'm pretty sure. It shows them right here on the back. Caesar, Krogunk, Decidueye, Empoleon, and Darkrai. And then more support Pokemon. Litten, Popplio, Reshiram, and Gracilia, I think that was the name. I don't remember. But yeah, probably a pretty obscure Pokemon game. But I remember that one being a lot of fun. I was Chandelure main. Here's Princess Peach Showtime. Who'd have thought we get a new Princess Peach game in the modern era of gaming? Sure enough, we have one right here. And a pretty great one at that. Plans Peach transform into these different forms, like the Sword Fighter Peach and whatnot. Going through these theater stages, defeating enemies and whatnot. It was a great time. And hopefully with this game being a thing, it'll increase the chance of getting a new Wario Land game or a new Yoshi game. We'll see. We have the Puyo Puyo Tetris games. So off with Puyo Puyo Tetris, my second Nintendo Switch game. Almost said Nintendo Switch 2 game. I love Puyo Puyo, and I do like Tetris as well. Putting these two classic puzzle games together led to a really great game. And the sequel continued that. And there's also Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S on the Switch 2, which is pretty much the same thing, but I had added some like new modes to it. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that, especially with it being a game key card game, but I figured it was worth mentioning. And here's another one of these. I'm blocking the code once again. Here's Rocket League Collector's Edition. Another very fun game. I haven't seen any updates come out for this game in a while. Are they still doing Rocket League updates? Or they stopped? Let me know in the comments, because I'm not sure. This is cool. I like this car thing here, with whatever this thing is. We got another one of these, but again, I gotta block the codes. You will not see these codes. Plus, I probably already used them, so I don't know if they'll work for you. Whatever. And here we have all of these Sonic games. No Sonic Colors Ultimate, but oh well. Here's Sonic Forces Bonus Edition. The game that gives Sonic fans Vietnam flashbacks, even to this day. And the game may be 8 years old, but Sonic fans haven't forgotten this game. That's the internet for you. The internet doesn't forget, and they don't let things go. I was actually playing through this game for the past few months, so I wanted to see if this game really was as bad as people said it was. I haven't played it in a while beforehand. And I played through the game, I beat it, and what do I think about it? I kind of enjoyed it.
What did you say, punk?
I said I kind of enjoyed it. Now before you all raise your pitchfork and torches at me, let me just say this. Every Sonic game that I played in my life, I've enjoyed one way or another. I mean, I haven't played Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom or Sonic and Secret Rings or stuff like that, but in this game, I kind of enjoyed it, you know. Obviously, it has its flaws, like it could have been a lot longer. We didn't even get a Chaos boss fight. And I know like there was a lot of hype for this game when the first trailer came out, but I didn't see that. I wasn't like part of that hype for it. I just bought it because it was a Sonic game, so I was like, let's try it out. And I didn't hate it, okay? Is there really a problem with that? Is it really that big a deal that someone likes Sonic Forces? Like, is it really gonna ruin your day that someone likes this game? I think not. I'm just saying. Imagine getting so offended by someone liking something you don't. Anyway, here's Sonic Frontiers. It's another good game. You know, many people are debating on this game as well, like any Sonic game. But I still have to play more of it. A recurring theme here in this collection video. I had to take this out because another code you guys can't see. And here's an advertisement for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I already own on DVD. So yeah, that's Sonic Frontiers. Hopefully I'll get back into this game at some point. Here's Sonic Mania. You know, a very beloved 2D Sonic game. You know, I really enjoy it. And I got the regular edition, not the Echoes DLC, which is right here. I will probably get that soon. Yeah, Sonic Mania. I don't think the game really needs any introduction. You know, it's sort of a classic, I guess you can say. And we got the other 2D Sonic game, Sonic Superstars, which was met with pretty bad reviews. You know, people didn't really like this one. But again, I enjoyed it. I was actually surprised by how much I ended up enjoying this game. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but I didn't mind it. There's Lego Sonic thing here, and then all this text that no one cares about. And I like this alternate cover art in here. Very nice. I'm kind of trying to speed through like the rest of these games because the video's been over a half hour at this point probably, so I'll try to wrap this up as quickly as possible. I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. Here's Sonic X Shadow Generations. I was very happy to see this get re-released because I've always wanted to play the console version of Sonic Generations. I don't have a PS3 or Xbox 360. So it's definitely nice to see this come out for the Switch. I can actually play it. And I got the Day 1 edition, which has this. Can I please take this out of the thing? Thank you. Which has this booklet and another thing with a code that you can't see, and this thing. Yeah, I haven't played Shadow Generations yet, so I'm still playing through Sonic Generations, but I've heard great things about it, so I can't wait to play through it. And finishing up the third stack of games, we have the Splatoon games on the Switch. Splatoon 2, which was a great game. I still haven't tried out the Octo expansion yet. I will soon. And Splatoon 3, which I haven't beaten the main story mode yet. But again, I will too. And another great game. I've heard about Splatoon Raiders. I wonder if that's going to be any good. We'll see. We're at the home stretch now. The final game stack. It's the final game stack. Anyway, try to breeze through these quickly. Here's Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Another very infamous release, especially for this being a limited release, which I still don't agree with that decision. I think it's a pretty dumb decision, actually. But it was still pretty cool at the time, seeing all these three games come together. They could have done more with this, though. Like, they could have put Mario 64 on widescreen. Probably could have added a few more 3D games. But it's still pretty cool. You can play Super Mario Galaxy on the toilet. So, there's that for you. I wonder if this game will get, like, a Nintendo Switch 2 edition and add more 3D games. If they do, hopefully it's not a limited release, because that's a no-no. Here's Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Another Wii U port. Super Mario 3D World was a great game. Bowser's Fury is quite fun as well. I was actually watching back at my Let's Play on this game. I really enjoyed Bowser's Fury. If you haven't seen my Let's Play on this game, feel free to do so if you're interested. Here's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Another one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games, and my favorite 2D Mario game so far. I really love this game. The variety of characters, the Wonder Flower abilities, all these stages. I think it's a very fun game. And someday, I hope to do a Let's Play on it. And hopefully I get a capture card before I end up doing a Let's Play on this game, because I want to play this with a capture card. Here's Super Mario Maker 2. Great sequel to the first Mario Maker game, but they still could have done a lot more with it. So a lot more additions they could have added to it, but they just abandoned the game, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe we'll get a third Mario Maker game in the future. Well, I can always give this a Nintendo Switch 2 edition and add more stuff to it. Which I think this did get like an update on the Switch 2. To like, you'd be able to play with the mouse controls. I don't know, but Mario Maker 2, they could have done more with it, but still was a great game. Speaking of great games, here's Super Mario Odyssey. Another game that needs no introduction. It's a great 3D Mario game. And now on the Switch 2, you can play this in 4K. So that's nice. I mean, I'm not really a resolution kind of person, but those of you who want to play Super Mario Odyssey in 4K, now you can on the Switch 2. Here's the Super Mario Party games. So I'm with the first Super Mario Party, which brought back the traditional Mario Party format that people wanted back. Didn't really do it the way they wanted it to, but they still brought it back, I guess. And they added Pom Pom as a playable character. While Boom Boom is playable in Mario Tennis Aces, Pom Pom is playable in this game. Yeah. People didn't like Super Mario Party, but I enjoyed it. But then we have Super Mario Party Jamboree, which took the return of the traditional Mario Party format, made it even better. And on the Switch 2, we're going to be getting Jamboree TV. And hopefully that'll be good. There's another code here, so you can't see that. And here's the inside, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Another great installment in the Mario Party series. Here's Super Mario RPG. A pleasant surprise to see get remade. We thought we'd never hear from this game again. Sure enough, we got this great remake, the great HDR style to boot. And surprise, surprise, I have to get back into this game. I haven't beat it yet. I haven't even beat the original yet. So it's not a double whammy for you. But someday, It will happen. Here's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, another game that needs no introduction. I don't gotta say anything about Smash. It's great. I mean, this game kind of gets a bad rep nowadays, like online and whatnot, but I still think it's a fantastic Smash Bros. Game. In my mind, there's no such thing as a bad Smash Bros. Game. I wonder if we'll get another one, or if we're gonna get a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for this one. I guess that remains to be seen. Now we have my most recent acquisition to the Switch collection, Team Sonic Racing, which I got in preparation for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I decided to try this game out, to see what it was like. I wasn't really interested in it at first, but I decided, you know what? Let's give it a try. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is coming out soon, so what the heck. I thought it was a fine enough game. I mean, it's no transformed or anything, but I played through the game, beat the adventure mode, unlocked everything in the game. I still haven't beaten the time trials yet, because those are like impossible to get the platinums for, but maybe someday it'll happen. I don't know. You know, I thought it was a fine enough game. And I thought I'd get like one more Switch 1 game before the Switch 2 came out, because I got this back in May. I thought, like, let's get one more Switch 1 game before the Switch 2 comes out. And, well, I did. Here's Tetris 99, a great Tetris game. And I spent hours and hours and hours playing this game, trying to grind in it so I can get all the backgrounds. I still have not done so yet. And it still is pretty active online. You still find lobbies pretty quickly. So, that's cool. You probably can tell I got the PAL version, I believe, of this game, which makes this the only game in my entire game collection that's outside of Region 1. And I'm pretty sure they made a physical version of this game in North America, but I got the PAL version. I bought this off of eBay. It was the cheapest one out of all the options available, so that's why I got it. This happened to be the PAL version. There's also this thing too with the code that you can't see once again. And we're down to the final 5 games, so hang in there, everybody. Here's Tokyo's School Life. This is a must-have for Nintendo Switch owners. Yeah, this is one of them visual novel dating sim games that surprisingly I got into. Didn't think I ever would, but I didn't think I'd be into Family Guy either, and I'm into Family Guy. Yeah, I really enjoyed going through this game. It's got a pretty interesting thing where the characters are actually animated, so that's cool. I kind of want to do a Let's Play on this game in the future, but I wonder how many people will actually watch it. Like, would you watch a Let's Play on this game? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah, we'll see. It'll probably be after I get a capture card, though. So I want to show this game off in all its glory. Here's the WarioWare games on the Switch. I think I hear a bus going by. Here's WarioWare Get It Together. Wario whipped his pants wide open. Harold whipped his pants wide open. Yeah, Hey Arnold reference. Yeah. This is an interesting game. I still have to play more of it, once again. And that also implies to WarioWare Move It. But both these WarioWare games, I have enjoyed what I played of them. And I don't know if there's any Madagascar references in this game, because it's Move It. But if there's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. Yeah, it's WarioWare Get It Together and WarioWare Move It. Here's WWE 2K18, the infamous Nintendo Switch port, which I've heard actually plays a lot better on the Switch 2. So I can't wait to get the system and play through it there. I mean, I don't remember having many issues playing this on the Switch 1, but if it plays better on the Switch 2, then, you know, I'll probably play it on there from now on. So yeah. And then we're getting 2K25 on the Switch 2. Unfortunately, it's a code in the box game, so I probably won't be getting it. But yeah, there's some context for you. And then the last Nintendo Switch 1 game that I have is Yoshi's Crafted World. Another game that people don't like, but I actually enjoy. I mean, it's no Yoshi's Woolly World, but what it was, I thought it was another decent game. And like I said before, Princess Peach Showtime, if that game existed, hopefully we get a new Yoshi game and a new Wario Land game. Time will tell. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my Nintendo Switch 1 collection. A lot of stuff here. Even though we have the Switch 2 out, there's still Switch 1 games I want to get. First party games even that I want to get for the system. I'll get those in if I can. But for now, I'm happy with where my collection is now. And I can't wait to get the Nintendo Switch 2. Even though, according to the internet, I'm not supposed to get the Switch 2, as it is the spawn of Satan, and Mario Kart World, for that matter, is apparently also the spawn of Satan. But I don't care. I'm going to get the Switch 2. I'm going to get Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, and other Switch 2 games I want to get.
And no one's gonna stop me, because this is my life, and I can do whatever I want. Nyeh, nyeh.
Yeah, hopefully between the 17th and 21st, I'll be able to get the Switch 2. And that's when the Walmart that my dad works at will begin a shipment of them, supposedly. So we'll see when we get there. In the meantime, I'm going to put all this stuff back, plug my Switch 1 back in, plug in my air conditioner, because it's like 5,000 degrees in here, and try to get this cat to stop biting my legs while I'm recording the video. So, yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. I also have Nintendo Entertainment System online. I got the Super Nintendo online. And, well, I guess I have to go all the way to all software. I've also got the Game Boy online. I don't have the other ones because I only have the standard edition of the Nintendo Switch Online, but yeah. Question of the video. What are your top 5 favorite Nintendo Switch 1 games? Let me know in the comments below. But for right now, it's time for me to hit the road. That's going to be it for today's video. Did you like it? If you did, give me a solid and punch the like button below like a piece of dough. If this is your first time on this channel, you like what you saw, you want to come back for more, hit that subscribe button to become a member of the Pizzaman Mario Party today. Hashtag Pizzaman Mario, road to 2K subscribers. Share the video with your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, or whoever you want to share with. Hit that bell and turn notifications to be the first one to see all kind of videos. Have a bit of time, leave a comment. Until next time, this is your boy Mike, signing out. So, peace out, y'all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.